My best friend confessed his love 2 days before I'm supposed to get married. Leo, there's something I want to tell you. I look at my best friend, and my best man, who stares at me with lidded eyes. I smile, expecting to be some silly drunken ramble. He'd been doing that all night during my bachelor party, from the moment he had his first shot. Sure, what's up? Corey straightens himself. We're both still in the car, looking at each other. Then, it happens quicker than I process. Soft, pink lips pressed against mine. My eyes widen as I realize that Corey is kissing me. What the hell is he doing? Confused as I can be. Corey, what are you? Leo, I've fallen for you. I've loved you for a while, and I can't let you get married without telling you. So you kiss me? I asked, taken aback, confusion settling over me. What am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to be getting married to Mindy in a few days. Corey looks at me, then turns away with guilt. I'm sorry, Leo. I just want to tell you, so I have no regrets. I'm sorry, Corey, but I don't feel the same way, I state. Damn it. I never should have taken things in this direction, Corey replies. No, Corey shouldn't have. I look at him, feeling utter confusion. Let's just drop it. Chalk it up to too much alcohol, I mutter. Despite what I said, in my heart, I feel something else. A spark? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? I'm getting married. I found my wife? Sure, her relationship is not one based on mutual pinging, but more on the fact that I had to marry her for my own personal reasons. Still, it's too late in the game to call off the wedding. What's worse, I felt a spark when Corey's lips met mine. They were soft, inviting. Part of me wanted to kiss him again. What the hell am I doing? I can't be having these thoughts. Anyway, you should get inside, I mutter, gesturing to Corey's house. Right. I'll see you in 2 days for the final fittings. See you then, I reply, my voice hollowed at the mess of feelings. Corey leaves, and I head back to my place. When I get inside, Mindy embraces me for a second. I don't feel guilty, but then I think about that kiss again. No, it means nothing. I can't be with Corey. I'm supposed to get married. He's probably drunk when he did it, but despite my best efforts, I know drunk words are sober truths deep down. Sighing, I head to bed, willing away these thoughts and focus on the wedding instead. 2 days later, he's supposed to be your best man. Why are you avoiding him? I look at Alex playfully smirking. I'm not. You are. When you address us, you look at everyone but Corey. The truth is, I've been trying to keep my distance that night. Corey hasn't said anything, much to my relief. Shrugging, I turn away. We're both just confused on the wedding. Not a big deal, and hey, Leo. I turn to see Corey staring at me with an expectant gaze. Yes? Can we talk? There is something I wanted to discuss with you. Logically, I should say no. Nip this in the bud before it becomes a problem. Curiosity gets the better of me, however, and I sigh. All right, let's go. Corey and I walk out of the room where the other groomsmen are to one of the smaller fitting room areas, away from prying eyes and ears. Corey touches my shoulder and looks at me. Leo, do you remember what I did the other night? In the car? I freeze. Hesitation overwhelms me. Cutting this off before it becomes a problem is the logical thing to do. I grab Corey's hand and put it down. I do, Corey, and I'm pissed about it. Why? Because I'm supposed to be getting married. Doing that is messed up. Did you like it though? Corey asks, folding his arms across his chest and smirking. Heat radiates from my body. I shake my head. No, I did not. That was a lie. I know it. The kiss with Corey ignited something I had long buried, which is why I hate he did it. And it makes me regret that I'm even going through with this wedding. A low chuckle emits from Corey's lips. Your face says it all, he points out. No, it doesn't. I'm just surprised that you would even think this sort of thing. Every word from my lips feels hollow. In fact, I feel more confused, and I hate myself and the way I feel more than before. Corey turns and brushes past me. Before leaving the room, we lock eyes. Consider your true feelings, Leo, and then decide if you want to go through with this. He walks out. My hands ball into fists. Anger and frustration follow. I hate what Corey does to me. But the truth is, I did like Corey. A long time ago, back in college, when we first became roommates, I developed a crush on Corey. In fact, I was going to tell him that I liked him. The second I was about to confess and tell the truth, I found out he asked out another guy named Andrew. It hurt, especially since I got so excited to get these feelings off my chest. In response, I locked in, focusing on my studies, graduating, and building my business. That's when I met Mindy, the daughter of Raul, a business associate who helped with me building my company into what it is today. Marrying Mindy guarantees the future of the company. When he first prompted the arrangement, I wasn't sure, but Mindy eventually grew on me. At least, that's what I thought. Now, though after hearing Corey's confession and learning he sees right through me, I'm torn. This should be an easy choice. Mindy's supposed to be my wife. We moved in and worked well together. I felt emotions when I asked her to marry me. Even though this was put together by her father's schemes, standing in the dressing room, I began to wonder if I was making a mistake. The wedding's in a week and a half, coming down to the wire. But I have to bury this feeling. But do I want to? 2 days later, Corey continues to keep his distance until things blow up in my face. Never easy, is it? Apparently, we're missing some decorations, despite Mindy's father insisting he would cover everything. The decorator he called screwed up, leaving the flowers to be accounted for. At first, I said I'd do it, but then Corey agreed to come with me. I opened my mouth, ready to tell him no, but shrug it off. It's just to get flowers, right? We have to go to the flower shop. Sure enough, it's awkward. The entire time we look at each other, but we don't breach the gap and confront the problem. He helps me grab the flowers, our hands brushing. I try to move my finger away and not feel anything, but I can't. Damn it. Why does my body keep reacting this way whenever I'm around Corey? Sure, I had a crush, but I buried it. Now, after that kiss, it comes out with a vengeance. I hate it. We put the flowers in the car, and I got into the driver's seat. However, before turning on the car, Corey rests his hand on mine. Leo. What? I ask, mildly annoyed. We can't keep doing this, you know. This back and forth. No, we cannot. I grip the steering wheel. I told you that I don't feel that way, Corey. Why do you insist on lying to me? I know that you do. My face burns. Anger and frustration grow. I can't, Corey! I always liked you, Leo. I'm sorry. I tried to push these same feelings away. I looked over to Corey, mildly surprised. You dated Andrew, and then Jasper, and then Aaron. Yeah, and nothing worked out. And Aaron and I just broke up a month ago. I sit there, listening to this new information. Wait. But then what about... I dated Andrew because I was nervous about ruining our friendship. Stupid reason, I know. But he asked me out. Then there was Jasper, who was just a rebound. And Aaron, well, things haven't been going right. Corey, and I'm tired of trying to avoid these feelings. I like you, and I know you're torn on following through with this wedding. I am. Corey sees right through me. I sigh. You're right, Corey. I'm not. The phone buzzes. Mindy, asking when I'm getting back. I close my phone and take a breath. Are you free tonight? I am. When will you... want to talk? After I get back and drop off this crap. Let's get dinner. Corey's face softens. Sounds good. We agree to continue this conversation later. Deep down, I feel regret. Not because of my feelings for Corey, but I began to wonder if this marriage will make me happy. If it's the right thing to do. Later that evening, Corey and I go out for dinner. It's a casual, non-date. More like we just have dinner and catch up. I will cover the bill. Not a big deal. After we leave, we take a walk, eventually heading towards the beach nearby. I sit on one of the logs and Corey joins me. My heart pounds. We've spent so much time alone before, but after the confession, it feels strange. I take a deep breath, finally telling Corey the truth. I don't know what to do, Corey. Things with Mindy aren't going right. What do you mean? It's not paradise. I've been having trouble, and ever since we shared a kiss, it's been so frustrating. I don't know if you know this, but Mindy and my marriage is arranged. Corey's eyes widen. But why? Why would you do that? Her father is a well-known business partner. He agreed to a business agreement that would not only help my company, but save it too. I explained to Corey that the debts incurred over the last couple of years have been rough, to the point where I might just declare bankruptcy. Raoul agreed to help on the condition that I married his daughter and allowed his company to usurp my debts. So, you're just going to give him the company? No, Leo, please, you're better than this. There are ways to consolidate debt. If your heart isn't in it then, don't marry her. Corey grabs my hand and our fingers entwine. I take a breath, gathering my thoughts. I always liked you, Corey. When you started to date Andrew, I kept my distance. Makes me wonder if I didn't. Would things be different? I don't know. But I think what you need to do is follow your heart and do what makes you happy, he said, a small smile on his face. I do. Turning, I pull Corey in a comforting hug. It's heavenly. Sparks fly, electricity jolting through us. But it's more than just a hug. It's Corey's way of telling me that everything will be okay. Thank you, I whisper, holding on to him a second longer before pulling away. Call off the wedding, Corey insists. It's for the best. I nod. Yeah, it is. For the rest of the evening, we spent the time together. My resolve firms. He's right. I need to call this wedding off for the sake of our happiness. 5 days later, rehearsal dinner. Corey and I spend as much time as we can together, sharing smiles, slight touches of our hands, away from prying eyes. I felt a connection stronger than I ever felt with Mindy. No, I have to call this off. I plan to do it at the rehearsal dinner in front of everyone. Just rip off the band-aid right now. But as I'm about to enter the dinner area, a present lingers. I turn, seeing nothing but a note. I unfold the contents and open it. Go through with this wedding or your company will die. Save your business by taking her hand. I know what you did, and I'm willing to look past it, provided you'll marry her. I clutch the note. Damn it. I can't let this go. I head inside, seeing the all-knowing, preemptive look of Raoul. He must have seen us, the way we've been acting all giddy around each other. And now, he's forcing my hand, pushing me to do this. Corey looks at me, waiting for me to say something, but I don't. Instead, I hold Mindy's hand, claiming how in love I am. All lies. Corey's face falls, disappointment apparent. After rehearsal dinner, and everyone giving our best wishes, Corey pulls me to the side. What the hell, Leo? You said you were going to... I can't. Why? I explained to Corey that my reputation is at stake. I got this note. Someone is going to lose everything if I don't go through with it. Uttering these words kill me inside. I don't want to continue this charade. My heart isn't here. It's with Corey. Corey sighs, shaking his head. I can't believe you. You have to understand. It's my obligation. So, you'd rather put your obligation over happiness. Whatever. I'm done, Leo. You made this decision. I'm tired of waiting. I look at Corey. The feelings hurt like a punch to the gut. I never wanted this. Corey, wait, please! He storms off, leaving me alone once again. I walk back towards the table, where Mindy sits, talking with the maid of honor, Becca. She turns to face me, smiling. Hey, babe. Everything all right? No, it's not. There's so much wrong, and nothing makes sense. Instead, I force a smile. Yes, babe. I'm alright. Okay, if you need to talk about anything, we can. I would just love to get this off my chest, but it's not possible. Corey and I, we're just from two different worlds, and I can't let this go. I play the part of a devoted fiancé. When I leave, I catch Raoul's gaze on me. Remember what we agreed to. I stiffen, turning around to look at him. I can tell him off right now and reap the consequences. Opening my mouth, I prepare my words, but they don't come out. Instead, I smile. Of course, Raoul. Have a good evening. Have a good evening, he replies, lingering eyes staying on me. I sigh. Disappearing to the car, I wait for Mindy and we drove back home. The entire time my heart thumps. I feel like I've made a terrible mistake. I threw away my happiness to protect my own ass. And in doing so, I've not only shattered these feelings, but lost something even more important. My best friend. 2 days later, Corey doesn't even show up anymore for the rehearsal practices. Saying something came up. I feel even worse, knowing that he's avoiding me. Alex catches the expression on my face. A look of regret. He pulls me to the side, looking around. Leo, whatever's going on, you need to get it together. You've barely paid attention during any of the final preparations and fittings. I told you. I'm fine. Lies. Corey's not here either. Did you two have a fight? No, it wasn't a fight. It was me breaking his heart, you could say. Well, if he's not here on the day of the wedding, you're going to lose your best man. I already did. I lost the one person I cared about. A person who meant something special. I'll see if I can get a hold of him. Good. And if you have any regrets, man up and say them. Stop berating yourself when you know that you can do something about it. He's right. He's so right. I hate it. I brush past Alex, focusing on the wedding, but in my heart, I can only think of one person. Corey. The next day, wedding bells toll. All I feel is sadness. I stand in the front of the altar. The priest makes a small talk with me, but I barely pay attention. All I do right now is glance at all the other different people filling in. Friends, family, business contacts. All of them are ready to see an arranged marriage. The air is stiffening, discomforting. I adjust my suit jacket. The music begins as I watch the wedding procession begin. Different bridesmaids. The groomsmen. Alex looks at me with an anticipatory stare. The maid of honor walks in, and I expect her to be alone. But then, Corey's there. We lock eyes. This is my last chance. Mindy walks inside. She's beautiful, but I feel nothing. No awe, no excitement. Just, I watch her. Hollowed. When she gets to the priest in me, she's buzzing with excitement. I force a smile, wishing I felt the same way. The priest clears his throat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to celebrate these two coming together in matrimony. In tune with the words, Mindy frowns slightly, wondering if I'm okay. No, I'm not. I'm far from okay. I have to stop this wedding. To stop denying the feelings in my heart. If there is anyone against these two being married, speak now and forever hold your peace. I am, I utter. Gasps follow through the audience. I turn around and look at all of them. I'm sorry, but I can't keep doing this. The truth is, while you're a wonderful woman, Mindy, and sweet, I don't love you, Mindy. I never did. Silence follows. Mindy's eyes widen and her jaw drops. So, wait, you don't? No, my heart is for someone else. It's you, Corey. I walk to where Corey stands and grab his hand, pulling him into my arms. I kiss him, lips crashing together in a heated, desperate kiss. I feel all eyes looking at me, tension growing and anger palpable on many people's faces. I don't care. I'm tired of lying and hurting the people that I love. I pull back, caressing Corey's cheek. What's the matter of this? Mindy's father rushes to the front. Face is so red with anger, I wonder if he might pop a blood vessel. You agreed. Yes, I agreed to marry your daughter. Everything was arranged in order to save my business. More shock from the audience. Mindy turns to her father, completely taken aback. Father, you arranged this? But you said that you were happy about us being together. Sweetie, I didn't. He's lying and... Then how come you blackmailed me during the rehearsal dinner and hurt the one person who meant the world to me? You said this was my only choice in order to save my company, but I know it's not. My voice steadies, conviction apparent. Corey holds my hand tighter, grounding me and giving me peace of mind. It's time. I take a deep breath and look at Corey. I love you, Corey. My heart's with you. I'll figure out a way to save my business without sacrificing my love. I turn to face the rest of the audience, all starstruck. I'm sorry. I know you are all here to watch two people who had no affection towards each other getting married. No. Don't be sorry, Mindy interjects. Stepping forward, hands on her hips, she grits her teeth. I'm not going to trap a man like Leo down. He's been good to me, sweet even. It hurts to know that he doesn't love me, but to find out my father used me like this is even worse. I'm done. I'm calling off this wedding too. Chaos ensues. People gasp and talk amongst each other. The audience scatters out. Raoul glares at me before storming away. You're going to regret this, Leo. Throwing away protection and money for love? I'll destroy your business. No, you won't. When I tell people that you're a shrewd businessman, then they'll change their tune. Raoul glowers, but then leaves. After everyone's gone and the dust settles, I turn to Corey, smiling slightly. Sorry, I wanted to tell you sooner. Created quite the spectacle, you know, he teased. I did, but I don't care. You have to give them the message somehow. True. I lean in, grabbing Corey's waist and pulling him against me. We embrace each other for what feels like ages. I pull back, smiling. I want to try again. I always loved you, Corey. I always had feelings. You promise not to hide it? Corey asked, fingers grazing against the plane of my jaw. I promise. I'm not hiding anymore. I want the world to know about our love and how important you are to me, as I do. We share a long, passionate kiss. Just the two of us together. Being in Corey's arms feels right. The best it's ever been. I'm in the right place. In Corey's arms. With him in my life and finally accepting my feelings. Conclusion. The fallout was nowhere near as bad as I expected. Raoul was pissed. But when his daughter told the truth about his behavior, his back pulled out. I managed to get my debts under control. My businesses grew successfully. Corey's business grew too. We moved in together. Domestic life was bliss. Then, 2 years later, Corey popped the question while we were on a cruise. With a lit up face and happiness abound, I said yes, excited for this new venture, one that feels perfect for the both of us. The end. Have you ever struggled to accept your feelings for someone? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing to become a part of our Rainbow Force, and stay wholesome.